Okay, so the aim of the lesson is to develop your observational drawing skills. So you're going to do this by looking really closely at the object that you're going to be sketching and doing it from multiple viewpoints so that you can really get a sense of how the watch is structured. So I've created this little composition by undoing the straps, okay, and twisting them to give it a little bit of movement. Now this would be classed as a leading line. So the idea of a leading line is it directs your eye around a drawing or around a composition to give it a lot more interest. Okay, so I'm going to start by sketching the clock face. Okay, I'm doing this very lightly. I'm holding my pencil about halfway down. We're not looking for accuracy on this drawing. We are looking for smooth lines and a good structure. So here I'm trying to observe the fact that this clock face has got some sort of distance. So that's about 5mm, I would imagine. And then I can see here this rim is quite a lot bigger than the rim the other side. So I'm just going to press a little bit harder on my drawing just to define. Okay, notice I'm not using a rubber. This is a practice drawing and you can leave your mistakes. That is absolutely fine. Okay, so that is my rough sketch of the clock face. Okay, now I'm going to move on to this top strap. So looking at this curve, okay, the angle is slightly up. So I'm literally just going to represent that using a couple of lines that are kind of crossing over. And then again, I'm not even going to draw the chain at this point. I'm just going to draw it as if it was made out of one piece of metal. Okay, now here I'm using this as a reference point so you can see it's about on the same level. Okay, so I know here that this needs to end at the bottom of that second curve, so I can see already I've made a slight error. Okay, but again, we're just leaving the mistakes. Continue. Okay, so looking at the bottom of here again, I can check my angle, trace that angle over. Again, I'm pretty much drawing this to scale so I can trace these angles over as well. Okay, so that's pretty much the first sketch done. Okay, that probably took about a minute or two to get that structure down. So I'm going to have a second go and really go for that rhythm this time in the drawing. Okay, so I'm still looking, I'm still learning how this clock face is structured. That's a good idea once you've gone so far with the drawing to go back over, okay, make some other marks. So I'm putting in a little bit more detail, and that's just moved. Okay, so this drawing has become a little bit more refined in a way with the darker tones. I'm just very quickly checking where the shading is. Okay, and I might even put some table shadows on. Give it a little bit more structure and a little bit more interest. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do is spend about 20 minutes sketching your watch. You can do it different sizes, they can overlap, all different viewpoints, using a really sketchy style. Don't even worry too much about the clock face and the digits, okay? It's more the structure of how, you know, how thick this metal is, how your straps curve, okay? And the angle of this ellipse is really going to be important. Okay, so 20 minutes.